This is the Holy Grail 1963 original Fender Strat, worth tens of thousands of pounds, whereas this is a £419 Squier Classic Vibe in the style of SRV for the FSR run. Will these even get in the same ballpark? Today we're going to do a shootout and find out, so let's go. So if you guys are regular viewers of the channel, well, firstly, thank you. But this guitar has been featured many times on the channel. Dare I say my favorite Strat now, and for good reason. You know, it's a 1963 Strat, the Holy Grail. You know, these guitars were played by absolute legends. You know, I don't even need to list them off, but you know, guys like Stevie Ray Vaughan, Eric Clapton. You could go on for days talking about guitarists that have used these. Just a quick overview of the specs. It has a rosewood slab board, the original 63 pickups, a nitro finish, and a really nice, smooth, rounded off neck, plus years of absolute blood, sweat and tears put into this guitar. Now, on the other hand, this guitar is a brand new Squier Classic Vibe, which is made to feel and look like an SRV inspired vintage Strat. This is an FSR model, which means a Fender special run, in which these are specially commissioned, in this case by Andertons. There's only a few of these available, so if you like what you hear today, definitely check these out. This guitar has Alnico pickups, which were specially designed by Fender. Three-tone sunbursts, like the vintage Strat. As you can see, this one's got, you know, it's a different vibe. This one's got the yellow undercoat, which appears through once you wear through the original coating. As you guys probably saw in the other demo, this guitar sounds absolutely phenomenal, and especially for £419. Let's get into the first proper sound sample and put these both in a direct A/B comparison, not changing the amp settings whatsoever, trying to use most of the range here in the pickup selector. So let's see if this is indeed worth 63 times the price of this guitar. So let's go. When I was playing that in the room, both of them made me want to play in a different style almost, because this one has a much higher output and a lot more treble and top end, and the vintage Strat is just way lower output and it has almost like a blanket over it. I'd love to know your take in the comments. If you think this sounds way better than the vintage Strat, let me know. I won't be upset. It just goes to show that a lot of this stuff, as we probably already know, is in fact about the way the guitar makes you feel in your hands and the mojo behind having a vintage Strat. I mean, so much of it is that. The reason I'd buy a vintage Strat over this is the, you know, the real worn in feel. This does have a nice tinted neck, so it's got that vibe to it, but you can't beat picking up a vintage Strat like this. It just has that real old pair of jeans feel, where even the neck there, it's just so rounded off. I don't think anyone could justify the extra price of a vintage Strat in terms of sound alone. It's funny because if I talk to people that aren't guitarists, they'd look at us and be like, you are literally insane paying that much more money for this guitar than that one, because, you know, the difference is certainly negligible for the price difference. But again, to even just holding these guitars now, this one just feels like there's a presence about it. Not to get too airy-fairy about it, but you know, you just want to really tear into it. This one here, I would choose it over the vintage Strat if I had to get that real crisp, modern Stevie style John Mayer, more towards the John Mayer vibe. If you're interested in this Strat, there is only a handful available from this limited FSR run. So definitely grab one if you're interested by clicking the link in the pinned comment or the link in the description. My conclusion is, if you can get a vintage Strat and, you know, not worry about the money side of it, the inspiration behind holding a vintage instrument like that can excel your playing to the next level. The audience might not care if your guitar's, you know, 5 times the price, 10 times the price, but if it makes you excel that little bit more, it's worth the investment. Please make sure you subscribe if you like this kind of content. Also check out our pedal porn effects over at pedalporn.com. They are certainly in the vein of Stevie Ray Vaughan and Hendrix and all those good guys. So here is one final test, the end all test between these two guitars. We're going to play a 12-bar blues in the style of Texas Flood. Let us know what difference you can hear in the comments. We'll catch you in a bit, and cheers.